guys, welcome back to my space. My name is Precious. Welcome back to my channel. On this channel, we talk about everything about our growth, development, empowerment, encouragement, everything that is good for your mental health, for your soul, for your body, and for your spirit. So, if this is your first time seeing me, my name is Precious. And if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. And if this is your first time, please do well to listen to this, get some juicy knowledge, and also like, subscribe, and do not forget to hit the notification bell so that you will know exactly when we have juicy contents ready for you. So today we're going to be talking about factors that can hinder us from making maximum productivity. You know, a lot of us have so much potentials in us, but these things keep tossing us up and down and up and down, and sometimes it could actually hinder you from getting the best out of yourself. So we're going to be discussing these factors and then knowing them and how we could navigate our way through them. So let's get right into the video. We are talking about productivity. We all know what we mean by that. So we're talking about how do we make the most out of ourselves, out of our talents, out of our time, out of the knowledges we have. Most of us have so much knowledge, we have so much skills, but then these factors I'm going to be talking about right now do not let us bring out the best that we could give out. Most times they pause us, most times they limit us, most times they even try to totally abort our visions. So we're going to be discussing those factors today and talking about how we could deal with them. And please leave your own suggestions in the comment section. Is there any of these factors you've encountered as a person? Is there enough successful tip you've used to deal with it and overcome it? Please do well to add it in the comment section so that we all in the community can learn from it. So let's kick in. So one of the factors that can really hinder productivity is lack of self-confidence. So lack of self-confidence is not necessarily what people think it is. Most people are outspoken but not confident in themselves. Self-confidence now is different from the outwards, maybe stage confidence, or the confidence you need to do things outward. Like, is different from being on stage and having the confidence to appear and maybe in crowd. Or no, that's not what we're talking about. When we're talking about self-confidence, there are people that are even doing well, that they're in big political spaces, but they cannot even believe anything good. They don't believe in that, in their personal willpower. They don't believe that they can make anything out of a project, out of a task, out of something without external source of help here and there. So most times self-confidence issues tends to come from upbringing, tends to come from peer groups, it tends to come from environments where we grew up, the kind of personality we have. Most of us that are introverts, we are more prone to having self-confidence issues because naturally we are just not used to being up and about, talking to everyone and all that. But the aspect of self-confidence that this usually affects for introverts is maybe the outspoken confidence. But right now in this video, the part of self-confidence you're really looking at is that willpower, the willpower to trust your guts, the willpower to do something that you can do. That is the part we're talking about. Most of us have sweet talents, we have juicy skills, but we do not even believe that we are good enough to put it out there. We keep practicing these things in our, cubicle, in our own secret place, in our homes, hiding place, but we never ever get them out there because we just don't believe it's good enough. We just don't believe that, Precious can do this. You're watching someone on television and you're like, oh my God, that's so good, but you are doing way better than that person can do, but you can't just see it. Most times it's either you were talked down at a lot, lot, or maybe you grew up in a place where you were the maybe least, or you were just looked down upon by maybe elders around you. They don't believe you have anything to say, so you just got used to not saying anything, not making any input at all. And it can also come from challenges. Maybe you've tried to do things and they didn't work out as well as wanted it to work out. Another thing I just want to pop in is that I really noticed that these self-confidence issues usually affect people that are perfectionists. This set of people that really want everything to be perfect. They want to dot their I's and cross their T's. So even when something is perfectly good, they just tend to see that little mishap, that little stuff that doesn't make it look perfect, and they get discouraged. It doesn't necessarily mean that they don't know what they are doing or they can't do anything. It could just mean that they just are people that they have very high IQ level, very high productivity level, very high, but they just don't believe enough in themselves to put it out there. So this actually is mostly something you have to fix for yourself. If you're in this category, like you notice that you struggle a lot to believe in yourself, to take that step. You know this thing, you have the skills, you've gathered knowledge, you've been practicing it, but you can't just put it out there because you don't know, oh my God, are you good enough? Oh, how can I don't think I can do this. I think you should begin to look for books that can help build your confidence. I think you should begin to look for books that can speak to you, relate to you, and tell you the kind of person you are. Begin to look for books about confidence, about believing in yourself, about bringing out the best in you. Sort of all those books can really help you. You can also begin to see movies of people that were known from a different, maybe a lonely place, and also do something reasonable for themselves. If you are not really a reader, you could go to on screen and see it. You can watch movies that can boost your confidence. When we're very little, there was this movie that really reigned Akila at the Bee. Such movies really worked magic on a lot of adolescents and teens in our age back then. So those are the kind of things I'm talking about. And this leads me to the next factor that really can trash our productivity level, which is past negative experience. Most times this is the footstool where self-confidence that should rest, where we should get our confidence from the fact that I've done this before, I've been on stage before, I've been able to do this before, I've been able to do that before. But when you're not able to get that, assurance from yourself because you've tried before and failed, then you begin to have self-confidence issues. So negative past experience, most people, not everyone sets out to do business, and I don't even know anyone that sets out to do business and just on the first trial, on the first approach, everything worked out well, everything was just massive. I've not seen anybody like that. But most people have gone through series of setback all their lives since they were little. They've been trying to make a lot of things happen, and it looks like none of them really pull through. This can really be a factor that hinders productivity, because when you even figure out and plan, and you're like, what's the point? The last one I did, what came out from it? So let's just drop it and just trash it. You don't know that maybe that could have been the biggest idea. For example, the person that finally produced the light bulb tried 100. I think it's 999 times, if I'm correct. Then it was after that attempt he was able to get. How can someone keep trying one thing for that long? But then what if he just gave up? Somebody would have just come and pick up that 999th part that he stopped, and the one who stopped to is produce the light bulb, and he will be nowhere to be found today. It would have been the new person that invented electricity or the light bulb. So that's exactly the situation most people find themselves in. That situation when they are fed up of trying. So I know people that have tried 20 business ideas. They are not careless. They are not, lazy. They are putting in their best. They are doing what they should be doing. It's just like something is just not working. And then you don't just look at us people and say, you have the talent now, just do it. No, people, we are human beings, we are emotion-driven beings. So we get to act depending on how successful our previous actions were. So if you find yourself in that cycle where you are being less productive because of your negative past experience, see, this is a call to you to know that it's nothing personal. There is no successful person. I also encourage you to go and look for books and documentaries about very successful people in your field. None of them is going to say, okay, I just woke up today and I felt like, okay, I should invent a car engine. I just went out and just picked some particles together and oops, I invented the car engine. I just want to say, oh, I'm so glad I invented a car engine. No, you're not going to see that sort of thing anyway. You build, you stretch yourself, even nowhere, and there's nobody that made anything out of life. Who should I call? Even Steve Harvey used to say that in his late 30s he was still sleeping in his car. I don't even think about the car himself. I mean, you get the point I'm trying to bring out. But look at him now. He can buy any car he wants. He can do anything he wants to do. And he's not even working for anybody. He's doing what he wants to do. He's making massive impacts to people all around the world. But when at that age, so there's this unhealthy saying, I don't even know where it came from, that if you at what is a fool forever. That is just a total, like, most people I know actually got successful in their old age. I'm not saying you should not, get successful waiting in your old, but what I'm trying to say is you have to start your building stage. You have to embrace your building stage. If you fail, try again. If you try to build a house and you've drawn a plan, your engineers begin to build what the architects have drawn, and then maybe they overlaid one block. Will everybody just start lying down on the floor and start crying, oh no, we've made a mistake? No, you trash it and start again. You remove that part that you don't like and start again. It's not that easy, I'm telling you. It's so draining, but always have something that motivates you. Have something that you're looking up to. It could be someone, it could be a situation, it could be your family, it could be your child, it could be your partner, it could be your parents. There should be something that when you look at, you tell yourself. It could be the calling of God upon your life. It could be your purpose. Let there be something that motivates you, because there's always going to be failure. So let there be something that drags you up and jerks you back, no matter how hard you have fallen, no matter how many mistakes you made, no matter how many bricks you let it wrong be. Always speak of yourself, because my husband always tell me something. He say, precious, nobody is coming to save you. God, Christ has already come and he has died for your sins and saved your soul. That is the highest salvation anybody's good. There's nobody that's going to burst out from anywhere and say, oh my gosh, she's crying so much, let's help her. No, people will invest in you, people will help you, but not in depression, not because they are depressed, not because they're having self-pity, not because they are not doing any product. They are going to help him because they are seeing a potential that they can gain from. Let's tell ourselves the truth. When you have something to offer, that's when you begin to attract greatness to yourself. Nobody is going to, people can come and lift you up out of depression, but not take you from the depression and place you where you know you want to be. No, they could just maybe encourage you, help you out of that stage. But when you finish helping out of that stage, my day, you have to start the work again. So why stress yourself getting into that state in the first place? So please be very, 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 very mindful of negative past experiences, past failures. Let the past be in the past. Don't let the past rob you of the present and your future. If you've made a mistake in 2010, doesn't mean that whatever you need to try in 2023 is not going to work. Say no to such a big lie, a fat big lie. If you don't even remember anything, remember the person that produced a lie about 999 times and failed. And please, how do you explain that it was just that one extra time that he tried that he got it right? It sounds like he's moving anyway, but that's the reality, and that's most people's reality. There are many inventions. Most people most equipments that we know now and the names that are attached to them, those people are not really the ones that started that project. Those people are not really the ones that has that vision. Somebody started it, dropped it in the lab, didn't carry it through with it, and somebody else came, picked it up and coupled, or someone has already suffered to build. You see, that vision you have in your mind, it's not only you that have it, somebody else will have it 10 years later, somebody else had it 50 years later. Source for information, just keep trying. The world we're living in do not respond to depression. It doesn't respond to crying or lying on the floor and rolling around. This is what I had to learn the hard way. It responds to voice, actions. It responds to what you say and what you put in. If you say things positively, put in your best, keep putting in your best, no matter how hard it is. Short, the harder it gets, the tougher you become. The world we are in, is for tough people. You have to toughen up yourself and know that processes are not easy. Most times, I told myself one trick that I'm going to be using recently. No matter how hard it is, I'm going to do it. If it's making me cry, I'm going to cry for 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. When I finish, can I do what I do for a cold that I drink? I do what we move. But we must get to where we are going. If it's so draining, I look for somebody to talk to. I bug my husband, I bug, even though I know, even if it's not sent, even if it's something he doesn't have any idea, but just bugging, say everything I have to say, and we know. Do not stay in an unproductive zone for any other reason, whatsoever. So the third thing that we're going to talk about today that can really hinder your productivity is fear of the unknown. And many of us are like, I don't know if it's going to work, I'm not so sure, I don't know how God, but plenty people are doing it. Yes, there's nothing new under the sun. It's even in the scriptures. So all these big businesses that you're seeing, they were not new. People were doing it before they started. Fear of the unknown. What if I fail? If you fail, you stand up and try it again. What if it does not work? If it doesn't work, you stand up and try it again. The pain of failure is easier than the pain of regret. I mean, imagine yourself just seeing something you started and just abandoned it, or something that is in your mind. The one that pains more is you didn't even start that, or it was in your mind, but you ignored it. 2 months later, you see it's raining everywhere. Everybody's now what is trending everywhere. So what should have been known for just went to someone else. That's how vision draw. If it's given to you and you don't carry it out, it passes to another person. So please, if you are scared of, oh my God, you don't know if it's going to be a success, it means that that's a very valid goal. It means that something can come out from it. Give it your best shot. If it doesn't work, try again. And the last but not the least of what really can hinder our productivity. How should we talk about this one? Because me, myself, I am number one victim. Many of us watching the video are number one victims to this huge culprit. And what is it? Procrastination. If I bring out my vision books, hey, I will. 10,000 things, 10,000 ways to climb the mountain, 1,000 ways. I will write. 10 years later, I've not done half. Why? Okay, I'll do it tomorrow. And this is the other of them power. This is the senior brother to them all. It comes from a combination of fear of the unknown, past mistakes, and lack of self-confidence. They all come together, put their hands together, and encourage you and propel you to procrastinate. Please do not fall for this. You see that when something comes into your mind and you're about to say, I'll do it later, stand up that moment and begin to do something. Like I said, I really learned a very hard lesson. Short, I'm making this video for myself too, because there are a lot of big, huge ideas that are bigger than me that have come into my mind, and I keep saying, okay, I'll try tomorrow, I'll do this, I'll shoot the video later, okay, I'll do it later, I'll do this later, and their purpose is going, you're not making it, but you're not happy, you're not building yourself, you're not being productive, you're not maximizing, you can't do it, this is not the best, you're not even halfway to where you're supposed to be. So when you notice these factors in your life, they are all like a circle. There are more. These are just a few I could talk about, so I don't make this video very long. What you should do is, please do not fall to them. Just pick up yourself, just keep going, this sounds strange most times when we encourage people to keep going, but keep going, because you see that thing that you're afraid of is not going to happen like that. It's not going to happen like that. It is in your head. Even if something fails, what do? You learn from the mistake and reapply wisdom. You've gotten knowledge, you now reapply it in a better way. So just stand up. Is that project, that job, that skill that you have that you want to put out there, that video you want to make, whatever it is that you've been procrastinating about, it's time to do. It's time to be productive. Put on your garments of productivity. Tell yourself, I know who I am. Go to the scriptures or search out verses that talks about you. You're the light of the world. They say to sit upon the hill, you cannot be hidden. Do you know you're the salt on the earth? If the earth does not have it means it's tasteless. Help yourself, put yourself together with these verses and put on your shoes and step into productivity. If you have any experience that you want to share, please drop it in the comment section. Any question, drop it in the comment section. Whatsoever you want us to learn with you together, please drop it in the comment section. If you can't deal with it in the comment section, we'll make another new video for it. So please, thank you for watching this video. I hope you picked some point. I hope this video blessed you. Please like, share, subscribe, and click on notification bell so that you'll be notified of when we have new content. Like I said earlier, this community is for growth, it's for development, it's for encouragement, empowerment, and it's to make sure we get the best out of ourselves. So until you see my face next time, very soon, my name is Precious, and stay productive. Bye bye.